Hi friends, my name is Anuradha and in this milestone we will cover very important and highly appreciated feature of PyTest which is called fixture. So when we run any test case, we need to set up a resource. For example, we need to connect to DB before starting test case and disconnect when done, or we need to launch URL maximize window before we go ahead and start UI test cases, or maybe we need to open data file for reading writing purpose and close when done. So there can be scenarios for setting up resources where we generally need connecting with data source or anything, any action which we need to perform before we actually execute that test case, that and many other test cases. Fixtures are the functions which will run before and after each test function to which it is applied. They are very important. They help set up resources and tear them down before and after test cases starts. So let's go to our test case development environment and see a dummy example to understand fixtures more. So I am in my development environment where I have created an empty file called text underscore fixture underscore example, and here I'll be writing dummy test cases to indicate what is fixture. Now let's assume we have one employee database which has information like employee name, ID, department, supervisor name, like that. Okay, and we have certain set of test cases related to that database. And let's write first test case. For example, I have this test case first which says I am first test to verify employee name against ID. Now before this test case starts, what first it is supposed to do? It is supposed to connect to, I need to connect to employee database, and once it is done, it needs to disconnect, right? I need to disconnect. Let's write down couple of test cases more. So I have added two more test cases, test underscore second and test underscore third. So test underscore second, which is a dummy test case, is supposed to verify employee ID against department, and for that also it needs to be connected to database. And similarly, test underscore third needs to verify employee ID against supervisor, and it also needs to be connected to database. So as we can clearly see, there is repetition of code over here, right? Connecting and then disconnecting to database. Now let's do one more thing. Let's make use of our knowledge from previous lectures and make use of mark over here. So I can exclusively run these test cases. I'll mark these test cases as, for example, fixture example. Okay, so when I run my test cases with this mark, only these test cases will run for now, because we have other test cases as well from previous lecture. So now I'll run these three test cases, pytest -m fixture underscore exam. This will run only these three test cases. Okay, so I'll just register it also, otherwise it will be giving me warning to run fixture example test cases. Now let's run these test cases again. So I'll run it with verbose mode. So it says these three test cases are run and they are passed obviously, but one thing which I have not mentioned in my earlier lectures, why we are not able to see the print values over here, we have to use one more option over here to see print values, one more parameter. Now when we use -s parameter, we get the value, our print statement output over here. So here print statement output is redirected to standard console. Now we can clearly see there is repetition of code over here. We are doing multiple activities same time for each test case, which is connecting to employee database and disconnecting from employee database. So how we can do our coding pattern? And here is the need of fixture. So to use fixtures, first we have to import fixtures from PyTest, and we will write a function which we will describe as fixture. Okay, and to describe function as fixture, we have to say add fixture. Okay, let's not fill anything for now over here, and the function below, it will be taken as fixture, and whatever is the common activity we are doing, we can move to this function. So let's say it as connect underscore db. Okay, and what we will do, we will move this statement over here. Similarly, I can move disconnect also to this. So we don't need separate function for that. And for now, let's just comment it out. And let's pass this source. Now this is a resource which we need to pass in the test case which needs it. So let's say first test case needs it and the other two test cases also. And also let's create a one example test case which don't need DB. Okay, so we will not pass any DB over here, and let's name it as fourth. Okay, and let's say I don't need DB connection. So we will not give resource to this, which is connect underscore DB. For now, what this connect DB will do, it will connect to DB before the test case runs. These are the default conditions. So let's run this test case again. You see, I still get before every test case, it connects to database. For now, it is not disconnecting because we have not disconnected it yet. So it is getting, this code is getting executed when we are passing this resource to that particular test case which needs it. And this is clearly not executed when we are not passing this resource, right? So as I said, fixtures are the functions which are executed when they are passed to a test case which needs to be executed, right? So what is the first clear benefit of fixture over here? Of course, it is reducing the size of code. Now let's run this also. We have not yet disconnected to employee database. And to run this statement at the end of each test case, we need to give keyword yield. Okay. So once we give yield, what it will do, it will execute this statement before yield, before test case, and after one, after test case execution is complete. Now let's see the changes. See, I need to connect to the database. I'm third test case to verify employee ID against supervisor, and then I need to disconnect to employee database. And of course, fourth one is not using it, and so it is not running, and rest of the three are running. So this is quite straightforward, quite easy to do. As we can see, it reduced our code, but there is still a problem. And the problem is it is still connecting and disconnecting with database every time the test case is getting executed, and we don't need that, especially when we have thousands or hundreds or even 50s of test cases. What we need in general is we need to connect to employee database one time and then disconnect it when our test cases are done. And there is when scope of fixture comes into picture. So let's understand scope. So PyTest gives us power to control how often we want to invoke fixture with the help of parameter called scope, which is passed inside fixture. By default, scope is at function level, which we have clearly seen when we executed test cases last time. And we saw that every time test case is invoked, fixture is invoked. That is, setup is invoked before test case is executed, and tear down is invoked once test case is complete. And so that was an expensive operation. The other kinds of scope are at class level or module level, and the third one is at session level. Let's see the module level. So if I define it as module level, what happens? Let me run this test case again and let's see the output. So here we see that I need to connect to employee database line is shown only once, unlike the previous one where it was shown 3 times for 3 test cases. And similarly, I need to connect to disconnect to employee database is also shown once. So it implies when the scope is at module level, and it only gets invoked when that module has started and ended, right? Now, at class level, similarly, we can define it as a class and we can define the scope as class, and that will imply that when that class object is called, fixture will be executed or invoked. So apart from class, module, function level, there is last scope type, which is session. I'll not take session scope in this lecture. I'll put a full stop to this lecture over here. And what I'll do in my next lecture, I'll take one more real time example, real life example, where I'll be giving one UI test case using Selenium, and there I'll be using fixture, and there I'll use session type scope. Okay, and then I'll also introduce you to one more concept called conftest.py. Let's move to our next lecture. Friends, I hope I was able to help you through this lecture. Don't forget to subscribe my channel to stay tuned and have more such videos, and don't forget to visit my website qamilestone.com, which talks about more such YouTube series, wonderful posts, and my Udemy courses. Thanks for now.